What's up, everybody? My name's Chance, and today's Monday, so we're going to be hopping into some more ranked draft. And they've actually opened up 2 ranked drafts for right now since COVID-19 is out and about and all that stuff. So we actually have Theros and we have Ravnica Allegiance, but I'm going to be doing Theros this week because I did Ravnica Allegiance last week. So I'm actually going to be paying with my gems here, and yes, that's perfectly fine. Alrighty, so Theros. We should know these cards fairly well. They should all be. Treacherous Blessing is a little risky. Does draw us 3 cards, but it is, like I said, a little risky. We'll take it. It's strong. I do like Inevitable End. I really like Staggering Insight as well, but going for Esper is a little ambitious in Theros. Inevitable End isn't bad removal. Yeah, we'll take Inevitable End. Hateful Eidolon does go well with Inevitable End, but if we go for something like that, it might be a little hard to hit, whereas something like Final Death is just straight up exile target creature. We'll take the Hateful Eidolon. There's no guarantee that Devour Memory will be good, but it is a guaranteed way to get in damage, right? Sure, I'll take Devour. It could be the thing that wins us the game, right? Seeing a lot of red and white open. Take Sleep of the Dead for now. Counter target spell, scry 2, 4 mana. 4 mana counter is a little bit of a yikes. Underworld Charger we know we like, we've played it before. I'll take a Minion's Return. I forget it has flash, so it's not that bad. Underworld Dreams is a little ambitious, but if we do end up going mono black, it's pretty good. I'll take it. Thundering Chariot's actually a pretty solid creature. As long as you can crew it out, it's actually pretty solid. We'll take it. Goes well since we're playing 2 colors. Should be a little bit easier to cast. Stinging Lionfish I actually kind of like. We would need more instant speed spells though. There's also Deny the Divine. We'll take the Stinging Lionfish. We'll see what we can do with it. Grim Physician isn't a terrible 1 mana card. Well, it is pretty bad, but we need more creatures, and I already have a Sleep of the Dead. Whirlwind Denial, that's actually pretty good. I'll take that. We have a Nyxborn Seaguard, which is a solid defender, or a Soul Reaper of Magus. Take the Soul Reaper. And 2 things out of our colors, so. And a Memory Drain, look at that. Archon of Sun's Grace, wow. And there's another Siona, so we could have probably went for the green-white enchantments. if we really wanted to. Target player puts the top 2 cards of the library into their graveyard. Well, I could always target myself, and this could go very well with Devourer of Memory, right? There's also another Final Death down here. Cling to Dust isn't bad either. How many enchantments do we actually have? Because I feel like we have a solid few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 already. Sage of Mysteries may not be bad. Don't get me wrong, I want to get the Archon of Sun's Grace. I guess we could pivot from black-blue to black-white. Or maybe even go for the full Esper. But again, it's very risky. Yeah, I'll take Archon of Sun's Grace. We'll try and make it work. We'll figure it out. Mire's Grasp is great removal, especially with the Hateful Eidolon, but Sentinel's Eyes is also very good. I'm going to take the Mire's Grasp, though, I think. Return to Nature isn't bad, but we're not even going to touch green, for sure. Yeah, I'll take Mire's Grasp. Another Thundering Chariot. Not terrible, like I said before. Enters the battlefield, exile target card from an opponent's graveyard. 3 mana for a 2/1 flyer. Not fantastic. Unknown Shores could help us if we do plan on playing so many colors. I think I will take an Unknown Shores just in case. Just in case. So there's a Sentinel's Eyes. If we plan on going Orzhov, that would be the thing we'd take, right? Starlit Mantle, not bad to give one of our creatures hexproof. Glimpse of Freedom is some card draw. And we have Sea God Scorn, sort of a tempo play, right? Turn up to 3 target creatures and/or enchantments to their owner's hands. Generally, we would be returning theirs, but we could always return ours as well if we wanted to re-enter them and re-proc Archon, right? A little bit of a difficult decision here. But we should definitely pick whether we want to go with blue or white. We shouldn't go for Esper for sure. We are already sorted down the blue tree, but nothing there is all that great to keep us, so kind of want to go for the Sentinel's Eyes. Agonizing Remorse is fantastic. I think it's what we're going to be getting here. Allows us to pick apart our opponent's hand and land. Hand disruption is always fantastic. I actually want to take another Unknown Shores. Although Altar of Pantheon wouldn't be bad if we do go something with Devotion. I'll take another Unknown Shores. Let's see. Transcendent Envoy is very tempting. Glory Bearers actually isn't terrible. So let's see. What would we be using Transcendent Envoy on? It won't even work on Sentinel's Eyes. It would work on Mire's Grasp. It would work on Inevitable End and Minion's Return. And that's it, I think. Yeah, that's it. So 1, 2, 3. 3 cards, that's it. But it is another enchantment, which would go with the Archon. And having it, we could move forward looking for auras, right? I'll take a Transcendent Envoy. Sure. There's that Starlit Mantle, which is an aura, and Transcendent Envoy would make it cost less. We'll see. I'm getting very ambitious with this deck, and I kind of don't like it, but at the same time, you know, if it works, it works. Again, Sage of Mysteries could be decent for us, but I don't know if I would go with Devour of Memory if I'm going for an Esper or a deck. Aspect of Lamprey actually isn't terrible. Make our opponent discard cards, give one of our creatures lifelink. And there's Cling to Dust. If our opponent's playing a graveyard deck, this is alright. If they're playing escape cards, this is alright. I'll take a Cling to Dust. I think this is another Sentinel's Eyes. I think Sentinel's Eyes works well in our deck, just in general. Sleep of the Dead, just sort of by default there. I'll take the card draw. Another Starlit Mantle. Riptide Turtle, Flash Defender. Watch out. Abdolan of Obstruction is kind of interesting, but then there's also the Rise to Glory, which, if we're going enchantments and auras and all that good stuff, Rise to Glory is fantastic. Don't get me wrong, Abdolan of Obstruction is solid, but would I rather have a 2-mana 2/1 first striker or a 5-mana bring back 2 of my good stuff? This isn't as good early. This is solid early, but again, we're playing draft where things tend to go late. What auras would I be returning? Because this also requires us to have auras in our graveyard. And what 2-mana creatures do we have so far? A decent few. We do have Transcendent. We're not looking at this. This probably will get cut. This probably get cut. We're gonna go through and slim down the deck real quick so I can see what I'm actually working with here. If we do go Esper, Underworld Dreams might be a bit too much. I don't think I would go for Devour of Memory if I'm going for this deck. Yeah, I mean, Eidolon of Obstruction doesn't seem bad with what we have. Rise to Glory is just... I mean, it could get back a Mire's Grasp, right? If it gets back a Mire's Grasp and a creature, it's not terrible, especially if it gets back something like an Archon Sun's Grace. But if it only gets something like a Stinging Lionfish back, it might be a different story. I'm gonna go with Rise to Glory. There's a lot of units in this set that have more than 2 health, and so it's gonna be hard to get past all of those units. Whereas Rise to Glory, I feel like could help us come back on a game, come back into a game. Revoke Existence is really hard for me to turn down given the set we're playing in. There is another Unknown Shores, which, don't get me wrong, I'm very tempted to take given how heavily we are leaning towards actually playing Esper. I don't know. Dreadful Apathy is basically removal as well, but I think I'd rather have Revoke Existence, honestly. Laguna Band Storyteller. This could be good, but as it's targeting enchantment, right now our highest cost enchantment is like 3, so could just take another Mire Grasp. Might be a little bit better than the Laguna. Let's see what our creature layout for the top end is. We have Archon and we have Thundering Chariot, both of which are fairly strong. We only have Soul Reaper here though, so we still would need a bit more of a top end. We're kind of lacking in creatures actually, so yeah, I think a Laguna would be fairly well suited in this deck. Enchanted creature loses all abilities and is a blue fish. This could be good for us. Doesn't have flash or anything, but it's basically removal. There's that final death again. Exile target creature. Kinda want to take it, but Omen of the Sea isn't bad either. Enters the battlefield, scry 2, then draw a card. And it's an enchantment. How much removal do we actually have in the deck thus far? We have 1 there. 2-ish, like 1.5. 3. That's it, just 3 forms of removal. We'll take the final death. I feel like we definitely need more removal than what we currently have. Indomitable Will, Flash Enchant could be good. Whenever you cast a spell that targets creatures you control, get +1/+0. Again, could be good. Or we got Fraka's Libation over here, which it's always hit or miss. I'm actually gonna take the Libation, I think. Although Deny the Divine isn't bad either. There we go. I just don't like Hero of the Winds for 4 mana. It just doesn't. It's not like, oh yeah, this is great. Of course, I guess I can't get too picky now that we're in the end. I'll take the Libation. Flicker of Fate actually could be interesting. Or we get Stern Dismissal, but this only targets an opponent's. This could save one of our creatures, so. There's another Whirlwind Denial. I'm not gonna lie, it looks kinda enticing, but so does the Minion's Return. We'll take the Whirlwind Denial. Glory Barrels? Bearers, I've already said it before, I don't mind them. Another Unknown Shores I will take. Probably won't play Rumbling Century, but we'll take it just to have it. Wings of Hubris, I've said it before, it's actually pretty good. We'll take that, and we'll take that. Fantastic. So, we got 40 gems off of that as well. Let's go through and slim down our deck first and foremost by taking out these last few cards that we added for no reason. So we're at 52 of 40. We have to make some cuts. Said Devourer was going to go. Said Riptide was going to go. Sleep of the Dead's probably going to go. Let us see. Let us see, let us see. I don't really like Memory Drain. So that leaves us at 47 cards. Let's see what our stats are. 8 and 22. So yeah, we gotta remove 7 non-creatures. That'll leave us at 8 and 15. Still a little low as far as creatures go, but that's okay. Dun, 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 dun. I think Underworld Dreams is a bit ambitious. Yes, it's a great card. Yes, it can win you the game just by sitting there, but in the end, realistically, we could pretty much take out blue. Why are we in here, you know? The card draw, the Starlit, the Stinging, the Ixio. If we do take out blue, what do we open up? Passage for Sentinels and Underworld. I just think our blue cards are actually fairly solid, the ones that we do have still here. Are they good enough to shift our whole deck for? That's the question. I guess we're really splashing blue and white. Let's chop Inevitable in. Man, this is difficult. I actually like this deck the way it is. Let's chop a Vraka's Libation. I guess that's good. I would like to remove one of those and add in one of those. I think we have more white than blue. I don't know why it would give us more blue down there. If I'm being completely honest, yeah, we do. That's very weird. Alright. Looks good to me if it looks good to you. Let's try this deck out. Tonks, gonna be our first foe. Seems fun. Of course, we want to get to this Glimpse of Freedom, cast it, and then have it sort of in reserve with the escape cost. So, instant speed, might as well wait for their turn to cast it. Opponent's got green. It should mean green-white. That's the common pairing. Green. Alrighty. It is a creature plant. I don't have a way to actually destroy it, so we're gonna need to wait on our minion's return. Alright, pass it back to the opponent. We can always use Cling to Dust as well to exile our own cards from our own graveyard if we want to do things of that nature. Green-blue. That's interesting. We can actually revoke the existence of that Dryad of the Elysian Grove, so that might be what we do. Now it is going to exile it, so we can't play Minion's Return on it because this says when enchanted creatures dies, not exiles. So a little awkward, but also we should be a little cautious as they may have a Starlit Mantle. So would I rather revoke the existence or go down something like a Glory Bearers? If I do revoke the existence, the only other line of play I have is Cling to Dust, whereas if I get down Glory Bearers, at least I have something on the field. Back to the other side though, Dryad stays on the field, they could ramp rather hard. I think we go for a Glory Bearers. This way, if they do have the Starlit Mantle, we're not gonna have to deal with it, at least quite yet. And I don't really want to be fighting over a Dryad. Don't get me wrong, Dryad's annoying, but worth fighting over. I Our opponent's actually playing Bond. That's surprising, but they do have the Elysian Caryatid, so. Succession Training, gonna make that Dryad a 3/4 with Trample. And you're gonna go for the block, or go for the attack. I'm actually gonna allow it to happen. They definitely have Starlit Mantle. Alright, well, they just cast out the mana for that, but they do still have the Caryatid to keep it protected, right? So, what is our best course of action then? We can get down Thundering Chariot and tap it in, but they have a 2/4 Nyxborn Courser, so it's gonna be a little awkward. We can defend with our Glory Bearers actually, and minions return on our own Glory Bearers. Not super fantastic, but it might allow us to do what we want to do, so we shall see, we shall see. Alright, I'm going to tempt them to play that Starlit Mantle. There it is. Resolve that. Our Glory Bearers will come back, and we got rid of the Starlit Mantle. So again, I think that was the best course of action there. Go to my turn. Oh, look at that, our own Starlit Mantle. How fantastic. Alright, so bye-bye to that card. We do still have enough for the Thundering Chariot, but I'd like to get something smaller to put it into play with. So I think I'll just keep up mana for Starlit. We can of course Cling to Dust as well if we just want to draw a card. We can exile one of their cards from the graveyard. But I'd rather save Cling to Dust, see if I'm going to need health. Wow. Our opponent's playing 4 colors. That is something else. Alright, back to my turn. Whirlwind Denial, that is fantastic, but we can't play Thundering Chariot plus Whirlwind Denial. I guess we're just letting our cards build for a little bit. Yeah. We can swing in with Glory Barrels? There I go again, with Glory Bearers. Oh no. But we would have to use our Starlit Mantle the same way they use theirs, and I'd rather not use it offensively. I'd rather take control of the game. Ooh, Archon of Sun's Grace, that is fantastic, but we don't have enough to do that, plus keep up mana for denying whatever they may have. But it would only be 1 turn, 2 card potential. Fuck it. Let's go for it. Let's do it. If it can stick, we're fucking fantastic. Sometimes you gotta risk it for the biscuit. I may have just risked it for the wrong biscuit. Oh no, that's fine. Oh man, that's so fine. That's alright. I said it was fine. I forgot that card can exile. And we're back to it not being fine. Alright, so again, I can crew this if I want to tap that, but I don't. It's not worth it, I don't think. Alright, so we'll pass. Feeling like a whole yikes on that Archon, not gonna lie. But they did the same thing we did. They waited for us to drop mana and then took out the creature we wanted the most. Well, you don't play draft too fast. Now we can Whirlwind Denial this creature, but honestly there's no real point to it. Alright, back to my turn. Soul Reaper of Magus. Now can I can. Fantastic. Alright, so we're going to tap the Magus and we're going to bring our Thundering Chariot out. Alright, let's see if they go to push the block with the Nyxborn. Alright. I know I said don't use it offensively. Don't do as I do, do as I say, okay? Oops. I don't know why he's saying oops. Did I do something wrong or did they do something wrong? I guess we'll figure it out with this masterful play. No? Nothing. Again, we can use Cling to Dust to draw a card, but not exactly the position I want to be in. Bum, 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 bum. Cancel. That's not what I meant. I meant to click Thundering Chariot first. Alright, so we have Glory Bearers, we have Thundering Chariot. We're going to swing in and see what our opponent does. Nothing, they're just going to take the damage. Fantastic. So they're down to 14. We still have counters. We still have Cling to Dust in case they go to bring anything back. I think we should be good. Good, good, good. They have one card in hand, and I don't know if it's just lands that they keep drawing and they just have an extra land in hand or what, but yeah, playing 4 colors, that was a bit ambitious. They are getting a bit flooded as well though, so. Dreadful Apathy. Well, yeah, I'll counter it. Oh yeah, right, they can pay 4 for sure. I won't counter it. Ha ha ha. Don't ask me, people. Don't ask me. I know what I did was dumb. You don't have to tell me twice. Alright, I am actually going to go ahead and use this as well. Draw us a card. Maybe we can get ahead of this, this little curve. Exile 5 of the cards. We'd have to exile our Cling to Dust. I think that might be worth it though for another card draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another land. Oh, that's not where you want to be at. It's for sure not where I want to be at. They're swinging in with their 2 little 1/1s. And there's a Transcendent Envoy. Well, at least it's a flyer, and it makes our Ichthyomorpheus cost a little less. We can do this and actually get in solid 5 damage. If we're racing them, we're definitely in the lead, right? And from there, I think we're good. They're pretty much at top deck speed at this point. They didn't attack. Wow. Wow. Maybe they don't want to race. I guess Whirlwind Denial isn't nearly as good come this late in a draft game. And your opponent gets that flooded, huh? Alright, so they're sacrificing 1 to avert some damage, but this is going to take them down to 5. I think we may have this first game despite all of our many misplays. So they have a 1/4 with reach on it. We're gonna Ichthyomorpheus that almost guaranteed. Alright, back to my turn. Stinging Lionfish. Oh, fantastic. Fantastico. We'll play the Stinging Lionfish. We'll play the Ichthyomorpheus. We will probably tap the Stinging Lionfish here so we can get a little bit extra damage. Then we go for the all-in. For the all-in. So they can block the Soul Reaper. And, yeah, the Thundering Chariot. But still going to be taking them down to, what, 2? 2 health? We're getting close. I can feel it. I can feel it in my bones. I can feel it. Alright, Tonk's gonna scoop. That's gonna be a game 1 going to us. Does this get us? Yeah. Puts us into silver. Looky there, looky there. Cool beans. Cool, cool beans. Growy, gonna be our next foe. I kind of like that their name is Growy and they're playing Thibblethib. They're very tiny. Very teeny tiny. I don't like the lands, I do like the cards. So if I keep this game, I'm gonna need you to give me some special lands, but yikes. Alright. We have some removal. Maybe that'll be enough to get us there. Maybe. I'll keep the Starlit Mantle over there, seeing as how we don't have any blue mana. Any Hoosers? I mean, we could go for a Minion's Return on the Underworld Ragehound, right? It does have an escape, so it'll return to our side. That would be kind of nice. A little 3/1 constant attacker. Sure, I'll try for it. I'm at least going to pass it back to their turn. I'm not going to Myra's Grasp it quite yet. I would like a chance. Because also, if we can Minions return it, and then Myra's Grasp it, and then draw into a land at some point in the nearest future, then... Is this an enchantment? It's an elemental. Then we could play the Laguna and pretty much do what we want to do, right? Be who we want to be, B-A-R-B-I-E. And that's the idea here. So we will Underworld... or Minions Return on the Underworld Ragehound. Actually, might have been a mistake there to do it so early. Thank you for the card, my good sir. Yeah, so them having 1 mana is what I was saying. It might have been a mistake to do it so early because they could have just killed their own creature. I don't have to block if I don't want to, right? I don't, so no blocks. We'll race. I like racing. That is not something that I can exile. I can Myra's Grasp it, but once it comes back, it makes us start sacrificing stuff. Fracas Spawn is going to be very, very, very annoying for us to deal with. Not going to lie. Not in the slightest. So, Underworld Ragehound has to attack this turn. Alright, let's go for the Laguna. And we will bring back a Myra's Grasp. You swing on in. Fracas Spawn should kill the Underworld Ragehound. Does indeed. Yeah, see, taking something like a Fracas Spawn would be much, much better than the Underworld Ragehound. We probably should have waited. Yikes. Although it wouldn't have been able to kill the Fracas Spawn, the Myra's Grasp, that is. Alright, so that goes on the... Oh, Temple Thief. Alright, so we can make something go down 3/3. I think we put this on the Rage Guard Berserker, actually. No, it's just a teeny tiny little 2/1. Our opponent has a killer deck. Just brutal. Brutal, brutal, brutal. Growy. Certainly being a little showy. Yeah. They said enough of that Myers Grass bullshit. I'm tired of it. Alright, we'll get down into the Glory Bearers. And leave our cards back to defend, I think. Oh, yes! Our opponent's deck, this is beautiful. Rakdos creatures. Just tearing it up. I think we're gonna be out of commission here. We're gonna return this and return minions return, but you know, we're gonna call it a good game here. Our opponent just dominating, man. I don't know if that was just good card draw or if they drafted like, you know, we're gonna get some aggro creatures going. We're gonna make sure they work well together because that was good. On into a game 3. These matches are actually going very quickly for a draft, which I gotta say I'm pretty happy about. Haim or Hame, probably Haim. No, probably Hame. I don't know. We have an opponent here. I am gonna mulligan that hand. Sure. We'll toss back one of these whirlwind denials. Which we've already seen, we don't need to be waiting so long to play these. So, either way, Hateful Eidolon will come on down as our first card. And then next turn we can potentially Mire's Grasp whether they play. They didn't play anything, so instead I'll just play a Stinging Lionfish. Get all the enchantment creatures down that I can, I suppose. We're up against an Izzet deck. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Alright, so we'll go for the all attack. They have something to play here. Okay. Okie dokie. Thanks for the card draw, bruh. Now, was that a little ambitious to use our Mire's Grasp for removal there? Yeah, potentially. Potentially. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. We're gonna kick it back to our opponent's turn, actually. Leave up the mana for the whirlwind and the glimpse. No swing in. Ooh, surprising. We can go and use the glimpse now on their instep, and we'll tap this one. Whirlwind denial. That is actually kind of surprising. We do have a minion's return, but it will require us to kill their creature, and again, we don't have any means of doing that. Unless we go to swing in and then swap out, but it wouldn't be this one we're swapping for because that's a token, so it'd be this one that we need to kill. So, I say we kick it back to them. Oh no, that card could get insane. Insane in the membrane. Yes, we will indeed tap their creature. Tap, 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 tap. Starlit Mantle is fantastic. We'll go for the damage. I don't know if we're in a terrific place to race them, but I'm actually going to put that on him and tap this one. So we could either go for the Thundering Chariot and have it swing in, in which case we're leaving ourselves a little open to the swing back, or we go for Sentinel's Eyes on our Hateful Eidolon or on the single line fish. I think I'd rather have it on the Hateful Eidolon and then go for a Starlit Mantle play. Let's go for the Thundering Chariot. Alright, so we'll swing in here. They'll take that damage. Go down to 12 health. I doubt they'll play anything here, though they may. A Naid. Interesting. Alright, back to my turn. Flicker of Fate. That's very interesting. We don't want to use it quite yet, but it is very, very interesting. Alright, so I think and bear with me on this, I think we bring the Thundering Chariot forward. Throw Sentinel's Eyes on it. Go for the swing in. Alright, they're going to block with the Illyrios token. And we're still going to get in damage. And I think that'll be it. But now, come their turn, we can play our Chariot back out with our Stinging Lionfish as a defender. Yeah, we kick Sentinel's Eyes to the graveyard, but we can always bring it right back, so. No swing in from our opponent there. It seems we're both getting a little mana screwed here. Let's see. Alright, we'll swing back in with Thundering Chariot, I suppose. Unless, of course, they go to play something here. Vexing Goal, Flash Flying. Alright, so Ring Trickster's going to start getting counters on it, and they're going to start tapping. Unless I go for the Starlit Mantle here. But again, it's going to get removed after this turn, so may not be the bestest decision. Alright, opponent's down to 6. I might have played a little bit too early in this game. That, or we may just need to X-nay the blue completely from our deck. It may just be slowing us down as far as what we're actually looking to do, you know? It may just be like little detours here and there. We'll try it. After this game, we're going to try taking out the blue and just running an Orzhov deck. I think that'll be good for us. Alright, so expect the big swing back here. Or just the 2/2 flyer, that's okay. Back to my turn. Final Death. We don't even have enough mana to cast it. Would be fantastic, even though it's exile, so the Arena Trickster, you know, wouldn't be the ideal target for that. Alright, we'll get down a Soul Reaper of Mogus. Mogus. We'll call it a turn. We still have the Thundering Chariot to defend with. We have Soul Reaper of Mogus to defend with. We're at an okay position. Is an enchantment and loses all other card types. Okay. Well, if you're going to do that, let's at least tap and crew first before it becomes a non-creature. Still going to be swinging in with that Vexing Gull. Now, we could use a Flicker of Fate on our Soul Reaper. That could work. Final Death. That is fantastic. But what do we want to exile for them? Probably the Arena Trickster. So then, do I Flicker of Fate my minions, return them to a different creature? Well, no matter what, I think we're saving that decision for their turn. They're down to 6 health. How do we get there? Better draws? Shit. Alright. They're still swinging in with that Vexing Gull. As long as that's their only move, I'm not too terribly terrified, honestly. So yeah, we could play Flicker of Fate on the minion's return to get it to a different creature. And then Final Death that Arena Trickster. I don't know. Another land! Land ho! Alright. Well then. Back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. We were both very, very mana screwed in the beginning, so having this happen, not all that surprising. Let's see, are they going to be using their Eidolon of Philosophy or the Entrancing Lyre? Entrancing Lyre is what they're going for here. Okay. Opponent's turn. Panato's turn. Do I want to let them swing in with everything like they're about to, or do I want to use my Final Death now? It's fine. I still have a Thundering Chariot to defend with. Alright. My turn. Glory Bearers. Well, that is a card. That is a card. Alright, so we'll throw down the Glory Bearers. This at least makes it to where when our Thundering Chariot does swing in, it's a 3/4. I mean, hell, we could just get rid of that Arena Trickster and then just go for overpowering them with our creatures. We need to do something, though, because our clock is ticking. Granted, it may be a slow clock. It's still ticking. And our opponent doing something like that is terrible. Terrible. Alright, so they got to restock on things to do, things to play. Arena Trickster, another one. Another one. And another one down, and another one down, another one bites the dust. Bum, 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 bum. Alright, so we take that 2 damage. Surprised they aren't swinging in with their other Arena Trickster, honestly. Alrighty. I think it might be time for us to final death that Arena Trickster. Of course, they do have the mana for another Starlit Mantle. We could use our Cling to Dust to draw a card or gain some life. Exile 2 other cards. What 2 other cards we have? We have cards I can exile here. I'm gonna throw this on the Glory Bearers. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. And I am going to actually swing in with Glory Bearers. I want to see what they do. We still have mana for Final Death up, so we can exile if they go for something along those lines, but we gotta start pushing them. So there's the Illyrio's block. So they just let us kill it. Fantastic. Fan-fucking-tastic. Alright, I'll end my turn on that note. I'm happy. Next turn, I don't know, why are they not using their Arena Trickster? It's a very, very curious question. Very, very curious. Alright, so they're probably going to use their Entrancing Lyre here to tap our Glory Bearers. At which point, what do we do about that? I don't think I want to gain 3 life. I think I'd rather draw a card. Alright, so we'll tap their Arena Trickster. Transcendent Envoy. Interesting. I could always bounce my Soul Reaper. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Exile. Nah, still don't think it's worth it. Rise to Glory. Ooh. That is fantastic, actually. Alright, so let's go Transcendent Envoy. We're going to use our Soul Reaper of Magus to sacrifice our Glory Bearers, then we can use Rise to Glory to bring it back. That's what I'm thinking. Okay? That's what I'm thinking. Another Vexing Goal. Oh, they're just going to tap that. Okay, so Resolve All. That's fine. Go next. No attacks, and in turn. So yeah, we're gonna use Soul Reaper, sacrifice Glory Bearers, use Rise to Glory to get the Glory Bearers back, plus a Myra's Grasp. Which means realistically, I should oh yeah, it's like that. Mm-hmm. if I do that, I can't do that. Alright. Let's do it. Let's draw our cards. Swamp. And another swamp. Well, that was anticlimactic. Alright, so that's gonna be dealing 6 damage to us. I think I'll let it ride, honestly. Holy fucking flood, Batman. Holy fucking flood. Alright, Glory Bearers, and if we use Myers Grass, what are we killing? I mean, we're definitely using Myers Grass, but what are we killing? One of the flyers? Unless, of course, they have counter spells, in which case, ouch. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Alright, let's go to bird. It'll get some more card draw. Revoke existence, exile target artifact or enchantment. You can either get rid of their creature or get rid of their entrancing lyre. I think I'd rather get rid of their entrancing lyre. That's a whole source of removal. Stinging lionfish is deadly, but not as deadly, I don't think. So get rid of that. And I think we're just gonna skip it on to their turn. We have Thundering Chariot we can bring forth. Arena Trickster, don't get me wrong, is very scary, but we have Final Death to use on one, and we have Flicker of Fate to potentially use on the other. Alright, Vexing Gold gonna be a bit annoying. Pass to attackers. Oh, they just swing all in, right? Because that's 3. We have to defend that. We block those 2. We're still taking 4, right? I'd rather lose this here. Alright, so pass to blockers. You have to block there. You have to block there, and you have to block there, right? In order for us to only take 4 damage. Yikes, that's a whole yikes. I think we're going down, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I think we might have played this too slow as well. I think we should have used Final Death much sooner on that Arena Trickster, not got so caught up on our minions' return. Nadir Kraken, oh, now they're packing some serious heat. And we get a Treacherous Blessing. So we're going to call it a good game and concede out here. Man, we're just getting smacked around a little bit. So yeah, we're going to try taking out the blue, seeing if maybe getting straight to the point of the Archon of Sun's Grace and just playing around our auras is a bit better for us. So kill all of these out. Now we can kill all of these out. Ooh. Actually, what we should probably do after doing that is go back and hit Suggest Lands. So now we have spots for 5 more cards. Those spots got filled up rather quickly. How many creatures do we have? We have 7, 8, 9. Works for me. Alright, so now this time around we'll try just straight up Orzhov Enchantments. Sound like a plan, Stans? Max is gonna be our next foe for the day. What a name, what a name. What a hand, what a hand. I'm gonna mulligan this hand. I think I'll throw back the Minions Return. Not gonna lie, I'm a little salty after last game. Granted, that was my own doing. Our opponent also seems to be playing Orzhov. We're just going to throw a simple Mog's favor down to get rid of our creature. That's alright. We do now have the 4 mana to get Laguna plus whatever else down we may want. Actually going to go ahead and Vraka's Libation, but I want to wait till their turn to do it, just in case they play any more auras on the Transcendent Envoy. Nope. Alright, so we will make target opponent sacrifice a creature, and that should be their Transcendent Envoy. Now they should take away our Laguna more than likely. Yep, there it goes. Moss Viper coming down for our foe. Ooh, Archon of Sun's Grace is fantastic, considering next turn we should... Well, no, because we only have Unknown Shores. Ah, that's a bit awkward, huh? It's alright, we'll try to get down Archon and Sentinel's Oz as quickly as possible. Sentinel's Oz on their Moss Viper, oh no! A vigilant Death Toucher, that's certainly scary. There's our Archon. Now, just need to live. Archon, live! Not going to be blocking that damage for sure. Alright, our turn. Hopefully they don't have anything that makes their Moss Viper fight our Archon. That would be terrible. Chain Web Arachnir. Oh no, they do. They have it. The card that makes them fight. Maybe. Oh no, just Amagus' favor. Okie dokie. Can't say I'm too upset about that. Alright, so I do want to get down our Sentinel's Oz. I would like to get down our Thundering Chariot, but I also want to Agonizing Remorse on that last card they have in hand. Alright, let's Agonizing Remorse, see what we get here. That's a good card to take away. And then we have Cling to Dust. We can always gain life back with Cling to Dust, of course. So we'll Archon of Sun's Grace, swing in. They should block with their Chain Web. They will indeed. It's fine, we'll still gain the life, we'll still get rid of that card, and they may escape it. They can't quite yet, though. They don't have the mana, so that is good for us. Back up to 16, and we'll end our turn on that note. We'll block the Skola with our little 2/2. Alrighty. We can Cling to Dust their Magus' favor. They have 5 cards. How many cards is this? 4. We'll kick it back to my turn. Another land. Well, we can get down Thundering Chariot and still have mana for Cling to Dust, so that's okay, I suppose. And we'll swing in with Archon of Sun's Grace once again, gain some more life. I think we're going to win that race as long as it continues the way it is right now. And the nifty little thing, if they go to attack here... Oh, should have clung to Dust while I had the chance. Yeah, that was completely my bad. Alright, so we just have to resolve this. Now they have the 4/5 defender. Resolve. Pass to attackers. They do swing in. Fantastic. At least get rid of that Moss Viper. Draw a card. So yeah, I should have gotten rid of that Chain Web Arachneer, but that's okay. We'll throw down the Mire's Grasp and at least reduce its ability to block our... Okay, and Max is just gonna concede. Awesome, awesome. So, Archon of Sun's Grace really picking us up the victory there. Fantastic. Even with my misplays. Man, a morning full of misplays. That's okay. This is why we play draft weekly now, so I can get a little bit better at it and know a little bit better on what I should be doing. It's all about practice. Practice, practice, practice. Shorsh. What a name, what a name. What a hand, what a hand. It's a little risky, it's a little costly if I'm being honest. I'll keep it. We have solid mana base. We have the minions return we can potentially get to. Hopefully, maybe. Also, I'm thinking maybe I should be playing minions return more so on my own stuff. Uh-oh. Rakdos. We saw how deadly Rakdos was previously. We'll have to hope not this time around. So, Transcendent Envoy gonna make our minions return cost a little bit less. And an Annex. Ooh, I'd love to have that Annex on my side of the board, if at all possible. I think we do go ahead and Agonizing Remorse here. Mire's Grasp, Stampede Rider. At the beginning of each combat, if you control a creature with power 4 or more, well, it's not gonna quite be there. Elspeth's Nightmare. All of this stuff is very terrible for us. We're gonna get rid of their Elspeth's Nightmare. Mire's Grasp is bad. Elspeth's Nightmare is terrible. I think we do go ahead and swing in because we're not gonna defend, so we might as well get damage. And this way, if they do remove our creature with Mire's Grasp, we did damage. You know, it wasn't all for naught. All right, there's the Stampede Rider. Gonna make their Annex a 3/3. And it feels a little weird to say, but I feel like we need even more removal in the deck. So we can get down Thundering Chariot, which would allow us to actually defend here against them. So works for me. Of course they can Mire's Grasp it, right? Guess I didn't think about that. Y'all know me. Play first, think second. Again, this is why you do as I say, not as I do. Alright, so we'll resolve that. And pass to attackers. Do they swing in? That is the question. That is the question. Nope, no swing in. Alright, back to my turn. So there's a Soul Reaper. We also have a Rumbling Sentry, which may very well enter, actually. We get a Scry, and it's a solid defender. Sure. Come on down, Rumbling Sentry. Let's see what we're faced with. Land, no thank you, actually. I'm good. I'm alright on that. Again, I think we're going to pass it back to him. We're going to leave our Transcendent Envoy up to potentially crew in that Thundering Chariot. Slaughter Priest of Magus. That's not fantastic for us. And they go for the Mire's Grasp on the Rumbling Sentry. Wow. Alright, so we'll pass to attackers. Let's see if they swing in with the Annex. They don't. They swing in with the Stampede Rider. We're actually going to let that damage ride. No pun intended there, but we are going to let that damage ride. Glory Bearers. Glory Bearers is actually rather fantastic. So sure. We'll play the Glory Bearers. Now, I can actually crew in the Thundering Chariot and start taking pop shots at him, and I say, why not, you know? Why not? Well, actually, yeah, that's a pretty good reason on why not, to defend against the Annex. We'll just toss down an oops. My bad. Hateful Eidolon. Ugh, hate to see it. Stampede Rider gonna get boosted once more. They're gonna go for the all-in swingaroo. Alright, well let's then do this. We certainly did that all wrong, huh? Oh, I can't. That's right, because it has 0-3. Alright, well, we're just gonna be losing some units here. Alright, let's go for this. We can bring the Rumbling Sentry back with Rise to Glory, so that's not terrible. Yeah. Oh man, the misplays! The misplays! Maybe I should have warmed up before just hopping into draft this morning. What do y'all think? Maybe? Alright, so we can Rise to Glory and get the Rumbling Sentry back, but that's about it. We don't have any auras to get back. Kind of have to too, don't we? How many creatures? They have 6. We have 2 defenders. I could go here and here. That might be enough to warrant them to not attack, hopefully, maybe. We'll have to wait and see. Oh, right. Alright, that's gonna be a GG, I think. Yeah. Oh, wow. This is a very short draft. Well, guys, girls, ladies, gents, I don't know, I just played poorly. Played very, very poorly. I feel like I misplayed in almost every single game there. So we ended up going 2-3. Not my best draft ever, but it is what it is. Thanks everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to leave a like down below and a comment on well, something other than the mistakes that I made, because I made a ton of them, and trust me, I realized where I made them at. Anyways, that's gonna do it. Again, I hope to see you all either later tonight or tomorrow. Peace.